Dear students, good morning. In my previous video, I was discussed about the uh, Punjab crisis. Today, I am going to discuss about the problems of Northeast India. At the time of India's independence in 1947, the entire region, except Manipur and Tripura, comprised uh, the state of Assam. Now, the region consists of 7 states known Seven Sisters. In independent India, the Northeast became the center of separatist forces because the isolation of the region, its complex social character, and its social and economic backwardness, differences in language, and the influence of foreigners, vast international border, and the weak communication between the Northeast and the rest of India have further added to the serious uh, nature of the Northeast. At present, there are three issues that dominated the politics of Northeast India. These three issues are: number one, demand for autonomy; number two, demand for separation or separatist movement; and number three, movement against the outsiders. How many issues dominate the politics of Northeast India? Three issues. First one, demand for autonomy. Uh, second number is demand for separation, and third number, movement against outsiders. These three issues dominate the politics of Northeast India. Now, I am going to discuss these three issues one by one. The first one was demand for autonomy. The demand for autonomy arose when the non-Assamese people felt that the Assam government was imposing Assamese language upon them. There were opposition, and there was opposition and protest throughout the states. The main leaders of tribal communities demanded to separate from the Indian Union, demanded to separate from the Assam. They formed they formed the Eastern Indian Tribal Union, which was transformed into All Party Hill Leaders Conference in 1960. They demanded that tribal areas uh, tribal areas should be separate from the Assam. That means that they demanded that tribal areas should be carved out of the Assam. The government of India at different points of time created 7 states of Assam. So the reorganization of the Northeast was completed by 1972. But the demand for autonomy did not end. In Assam, Bodos, Karbis, and Dimasas wanted to separate states. That means they demanded separate states. Since it was not possible for the government of India to create more smaller states, that is why Karbis and Dimasas were granted autonomy under district council, while Bodos were granted autonomous council. So our second discussion point is secessionist movement or separatist movement. Under this point, we try to understand about the two states who wanted to separate from the Indian Union. These two states are Nagaland and Mizoram. The first one, Nagaland. A movement was started by Nagas in Assam. A movement was started by Nagas in Assam for their separation from the Indian Union. They formed, for the achievement of this aim, Naga National Council was formed under the leadership of A.Z. Fiju, Angami Japu Fizu, and violent activities were started by it. So ultimately, an agreement was signed between the central government and the leaders of Naga. As a result of which, a separate state, Nagaland, was established in 1962. Second number is Mizoram. Similarly, in Mizo hilly areas of Assam, demand was raised for the separation from the Indian Union. They wanted to establish a sovereign Mizo state. For the achievement of this aim, Mizo National Front was established under the leadership of Lal Denga. In 1966, Mizo National Front started an armed struggle against the government of India for their independence. Ultimately, in 1986, a peace agreement was signed between Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi and Mizo National Front leader Lal Denga. So, the state of Mizoram was officially formed on 20 February 1987, according to 53rd Amendment of the Indian Constitution. So, this is the brief discussion about the demand for autonomy and the separatist movement in India. In the next video, I shall discuss about the movement against outsiders. Thank you.